Welcome to my February 2023 monthly video covering topics of local interest to Rideau Lakes taxpayers. I know that you will have recently received the 2023 interim tax bill, which is due at the end of this month. I would remind you that this bill is based on 50% of last year's total bill and gives us the needed revenue to not have to borrow early in the year. Your bill is also 48% township, 36% county, and 16% for the school boards. Council has held their first 2023 budget meeting, and we continue to work through the capital and operational options for 2023, as is the case with the County Council. There will be no change in the school board portion, which is set by the province. Today, I want to focus on the capital project that has been hotly considered over several months and years, called the Municipal Hub. On Monday, January the 16th, Council held a special meeting to consider the next steps for this particular project. Our architects plus VG attended remotely and provided their Class A estimate and answered all of Council's questions. Our CAO, Mike Dwyer, provided an overview of the history of the project, including its identification as a priority in our 2015 strategic plan and the past decisions made to get us to a tender-ready stage. Our facility managers provided his report on the project, and our treasurer confirmed that this potential $7.5 million facility project could be undertaken without any significant tax increase. You may access those reports on our website under Projects on the Town Hall tab. Despite the years of work and professional advice, the decision to go forward to get a project price was rejected on a tie 4-4 vote. Council opted to not put the project out for tender. This, despite to do so, would be at little to no additional cost and would give the township a clear indication of the real project costs. I want to note that due to the passing of Councillor Livingston, the resulting tie vote meant that no next steps were identified. Councillor Livingston was a strong supporter of the Municipal Hub project and the inclusion of all three elements, namely the administrative offices, a new library, and a new community hall. The failure to tender the project means that the early 2023 construction season is lost and nothing will be built likely now until 2024 at the earliest. From experience, we all know that construction costs do not go down, and tendering in the spring tends to result in a more favorable quote as contractors look to line up their work for the prime summer construction period. Given the tie vote, no action on this project is expected until a by-election is to be held on May the 15th to fill the vacant seat in the Bastard and South Burgess ward. Following this by-election, I expect Council will consider its options. Options will include moving forward as originally planned, selecting an alternate building site, splitting the project into two separate builds, or doing nothing should a stalemate continue. There are a number of arguments for this hub project. They include existing administrative offices in Chantry are significantly inadequate as the current offices require considerable upgrades to meet accessibility standards, modern energy efficiencies, and space requirements. Chantry offices are located in a 40-plus-year-old converted garage and are remote. The existing building is not situated for a viable expansion. When building new facilities, there are considerable savings to be found when combining services. In this case, common space such as washrooms, meeting rooms, entrances, parking, and utilities can be shared with administrative offices, a library, and a community hall. Building one structure is always much cheaper than 2 or 3 standalone buildings. The proposed design takes advantage of green technology and provides an opportunity to access construction grants. Locating in a central village to the township, such as Portland, provides an economic boost to the local business community and improves citizens' access to municipal services, including those who might attend via our waterways. Over a number of years, our council conducted multiple public consultations related to the project and the site selection. This involved revising the design to enlarge both the hall and the kitchen and adding many green components to help address future building efficiency. The past council did strongly support the selection of the existing hall site, I should say the former hall site, and moved to remove the old hall and play structure to facilitate that new construction. When design options were presented publicly, the vast majority favored the current design over building just a new hall and a library. By adding a second story to accommodate the administrative offices, the township would be able to accommodate 47 parking spaces and make full use of the space available. The choice of the selected building site allows council to make future decisions on other surplus Portland sites, particularly the one known as the Gallagher property. Building in Portland is consistent with the township's long-term key strategy objective of supporting the vitality of our villages and hamlets. Our treasurer has indicated that this project can be undertaken without significant impact on our tax rates. Past debt is maturing, and borrowing for a portion of the project is fiscally prudent. Our overall debt has been reduced by over 30% due to good past fiscal management. The administrative offices are the highest facility priority, and adding a new library and a hall would only be viable given the synergies of a combined project. Our Portland Library is in rented space and currently operates 12 hours a week. Our community hall, prior to COVID, was utilized 16 hours a week. All of these halls uses, along with the food bank and the clothing co-op, are currently effectively being relocated in other Portland locations. Our Rideau Valley Conservation Authority was involved in the stormwater review for this project, and the hub is seen as an environmentally sustainable with state-of-the-art septic and site drainage. The township has already spent over $350,000 getting to a tender-ready stage, including site preparation, demolition, and design. This is the equivalent of a 3% tax increase. For all of those reasons, I, as your mayor, have been a strong proponent of the hub concept in Portland. While the community hall and library are primarily for the Portland area community, the administrative offices would be a township-wide asset. We currently have the poorest municipal office facilities in all of Leeds and Grenville, and unless we invest in a modern facility, it will become increasingly difficult to attract and retain staff. A new hub is something we could all take pride in. I do want to note that there were arguments against the project, and to be fair to this discussion, I now include some of those as well. This is what I have heard. The municipal hub project is too large of a development for the selected site, which is 0.93 acres. I would note that the alternate site, the Gallagher property, was 0.94 acres. The project will impact water quality due to site runoff and more intensive use. There will be inadequate parking for the mixed uses. The municipal hub project is too small and will not accommodate future growth in staffing levels. The plan does call for 23 full-time staff to be relocated and space for up to 5 more in the future. The community only wanted a community hall and a library. At $7.5 million plus a contingency, it is too expensive and will add too much to our debt levels, which we have worked so hard to get down. There is no discernible economic impact or benefit to relocating municipal staff to the Portland Village. The municipal hub offices should be on the highway, not in the village proper, and council could buy another property to accommodate this. Any decisions, including tendering, need to be delayed until we have a full council. There has been inadequate public consultation on this project, and the Portland residents are not being listened to. The municipal offices could be built attached to the new fire hall to be located near Lombardy. Chantry may still have a public use and would need funds to be retrofitted. So, despite the local opposition to this project centered in the immediate Portland community, I want to say there is broad township support for the slow but steady work that has been done on this file. In the past municipal election, one of my key positions was to move forward while my opponent was against the project. The community gave me an overwhelming majority, including in the Bastard and South Burgess ward. The silent majority, I believe, favors this project going forward, as does your library board and many others who have now spoken up. Whatever the outcome of the future by-election may be, I will continue to advocate to council that the priority is for a modern, energy-efficient municipal office, centrally located in Portland. As for your part, I hope that you stay informed, get the facts, and communicate with your elected officials. Thank you.